Hello everyone, it's Phil from PC Games N. I'm joined by Joel.
Sup?
And we're going to be playing Civilization 6 in the continuation of our Let's Play.
A never-ending Let's Play.
It feels like it, doesn't it? If you've been
rather.
watching from episode 1, it's
Thank
getting
you.
better, isn't it? And also thank you, yeah. So we're quite far in now. We've got 142 turns in total. We're exactly 100 turns in.
That's nice.
We've had war, we've had endless problems with barbarians, we've had a really slow start while I've been figuring out the mechanics.
You do now have 2 cities though, which is nice.
It's still a pretty poor showing for 100 turns, but it could be worse, and I lost a settler and all sorts went wrong. However, we're going for the science victory now, which wouldn't have been my first choice with Japan.
I thought it was your first choice.
I usually go for a military victory with Japan, but I thought that would be a bit boring. There's also loads of new mechanics to consider in this game, and Japan is apparently one of the better civilizations to explore the new district system with, so I thought I'd go down that route.
Why is that, Phil?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I've not played enough with the other civilizations. I've got another settler on the way there, so soon I'll have 3 cities. There we go, 3 cities.
Crikey, look
Just
at
like
that. Took you, 80 turns to get 2, and now we've got 3.
Now we're rolling in cities.
Yeah.
So what I've done by means of exploring the new district system is build a science campus in both Kyoto and I think Osaka as well, which has boosted my science output no end. And you can also, when you're choosing special projects or any construction tasks actually, oh here we go.
It's quite a hat.
We've met Qin Shi Huang. I can't pronounce it.
Huang?
I'm terribly sorry. Huang. Qin Shi Huang from the Chinese Empire. He's basically fine with us.
He's rocking some serious headgear.
So they're...
Well, he's got a level 11 city.
Yeah. Wonder what Kyoto's at
I think is it 9?
See, I would just scroll over, but if this is the first time you're watching
9.
this Let's Play, we're playing this sort of retrospectively. So I played
Things have
this.
been done that cannot be undone.
Yeah, I played this some time ago now, and we're sort of going back and looking at my decisions.
Now, oh, hang on, I'll wait for this.
So,
oh, you're getting too close.
Yeah,
invading his personal space.
Pedro and probably.
Now, what do we think
else.
of the placement of that 3rd city, Phil? Very near the first one. I'm just saying, it's sort of sandwiched between cities 1 and 2.
My thinking is, I lost a settler quite early on. Oh, they're all having a pop. Yeah, no one likes me because I've settled cities near them and I'm marching my troops around willy-nilly. I'm just basically trying to get them back to... That archer I think I built while I was at war with Roosevelt. And I'm just trying to get him back to base.
He's been a right sod so far.
Yeah, he has. He's in no position to judge, to be honest. So you can, going back to the districts thing, you can sort of assign special projects in campus districts that give you even more of a science boost. And so if you look in the top left, my science output per turn is plus 22.8, which isn't ridiculously impressive, but it's better than we were doing. And I think we're catching up on some of the more advanced civs who had a better time of it in the first 100 turns. What else am I doing?
But yeah, that 3rd city, sandwiched it is, Phil.
Yeah, okay. Well, so I lost the settler.
Will that not hamper your long-term expansion plans?
Yeah,
they'll all sort of merge into one massive conglomerate.
It would take a really long time for Osaka and Kyoto to actually merge. Probably longer than my 150 turns. So I thought, let's maximise what we're doing here. Get a bit of extra land. There are also crabs just north of Gifu there. So crabs are a saleable commodity.
I wonder if anyone in real life has founded a city entirely because of their proximity to some crabs. Probably.
One for Wikipedia, I would have thought. I'm considering expanding. Oh, I've built another district there. So we're going all in on science. Actually, I didn't have another campus in Osaka, but now I do.
Now you do.
So we're up to 22.9 science production.
Now, as far as I remember, you're still in the 1st era.
Yeah, I'm in the ancient era. I think I might have...
History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon.
Placeholder, cool. I think that.
Yeah. if I haven't progressed into the Renaissance, then I'm about to. It does happen, I promise.
It does happen.
Washington is a Hindu city. That's interesting. We won't...
Look at little New York there. Tiny little New York.
Yeah.
You'd have thought, eh?
I think I was half tempted to have a bit of a crack at America from a military perspective.
Well, he's had a crack at you,
exactly.
so...
And I built an army, and then they've started settling really, really near Kyoto. Look.
Well, I think his contention is you've started settling near him.
Well, Kyoto is a much older city than New York.
It certainly is, and a more impressive one.
So they've not got a leg to stand on, but I've absolutely I've gone for the pacifist route here because it gets really boring. It gets a bit fatiguing if you're just building unit after unit, sending them off, and it takes ages to get anywhere. And once you've done it, like I spent my last game of Civ 5 doing that, and it just, in the end, you have so many units dotted around the map that each turn takes 20 minutes to sort out. So that's my excuse for being a pacifist.
I mean, if we'd done that, this video might feel like it was dragging on a bit. Heaven forbid.
So instead, I've got these barbarians here that I think were just on like sort of semi-automate explore. But because everyone's settled cities in the meantime, I can't get them back without
I see. Oh, wow, you're sort of trapped, aren't you? Oh, that's hilarious.
So I'm trying to get them back home before those borders expand and I have to spend 30 turns walking around it all. I mean, they're only warriors, like the basic warrior units, but it'd still be annoying if I just lost them and they were just left there.
It is all getting rather crowded, isn't it?
What a lot of civs keep doing is asking to be able to be allowed into our capital. And I don't know if there's how the espionage thing works in this game, but there is an espionage element being carried over from the Civ 5 expansion. And I was maybe a little bit too trusting. Nothing kicked off this session, but I basically just had anyone along to my capital whenever I wanted. And
explain the dangers of that to us.
It might be that they were able to steal a technology from us, or possibly even launch an attack. I'm not sure. They might be able to. Well, we're on great people here, so maybe they can even.
I think you should recruit a great scientist.
Who would that annoy? There's someone who doesn't like great people.
That's
it's Pedro, isn't it?
Oh, is that right?
I think it was Pedro. He doesn't like. He wants all the great people.
No, I noticed on the menu that you just opened up. You're in fact third in science at the moment. China is leading the way.
Give it time. Yeah, they've got a bit of a lead actually of China with their science, but they probably were a bit cleverer in the early turns. I think what I'm doing here is figuring out what to do with a great person.
There's a question for the ages.
Whilst also choosing a new tech. So it's all kicking off.
Now, I also recall you sent some people to the city-state of Geneva in the last turn.
This is another masterstroke of my tactics.
Another?
One of the many masterstrokes that I'm enacting here. Certain city-states will give you a science bonus for receiving an envoy. I've also, as part of my sort of governmental policy, I get a boost to the rewards I get from city-states. So if I send one envoy to a place like Geneva, then it counts as 2, so I'll get extra science.
Bingo.
And in this manner, I hope to catch up with China one day. I'm still trying to get the warriors back home.
What is your plan here? Because unless they suddenly develop amazing mountain climbing abilities, they're not getting through there.
I think what I'm floundering around at is I'm trying to see if I can go further west
into the sea.
Well, to explore some more of the map. Or B, try to get home to garrison my cities a bit better. I've had an inspiration boost there, so my knowledge of civil service has been boosted.
You need some bureaucrats.
I don't need to, if I research that, it won't take me as long to get a grasp for bureaucracy. And I'm deciding to go down the south there, although Brazil and America have adjacent borders. I wonder if I have an open border policy with Brazil.
You could nip round Belém.
Yeah, it'd just take a really long time, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Not that I need them
Oh,
for
actually, no,
anything
you
in
can't
particular.
now. That Manaus and has just expanded. So you're going to walk over someone's borders.
Yeah. You can just talk to leaders and ask for an open border policy.
Yeah, I mean, the quickest route through is just through Manaus, isn't it?
If I'm guilty of anything at this point in the playthrough, it's getting bogged down in the minutiae, I think, because it's not really important where those warriors are.
No, it isn't really, is it?
I've got so many other things to... here we go. I think I'm going to ask for open borders. And I get a bit confused here.
I find this screen massively confusing.
I think
we've
a lot
been
of
on
it's
this a couple of
placeholder.
times, and I don't think it's right yet.
There are also bugs in this...
Anyway, you seem to have done it.
Yeah, he's happy with that, so I can just walk across without causing another war with Roosevelt.
Well, you never know, do you? I mean,
Um,
you might go mad in a minute.
There was a bug in this preview build, apparently. I didn't exploit it, but if you basically just ask civilizations for some of their cities, they'll just be like, yeah, all right then. So
Right, just like real life.
I played it good and honest, and just asked for open borders there. Brazil seem to be mounting quite a lot of troops beneath Kyoto, don't they?
That is worrying. I hadn't even noticed that.
I mean, they're only but warriors and a chariot, so they're still quite primitive units, but I've not got anything
Filled with
You've got nothing.
much better than that. And they're also walking their way very slowly back. Built another builder. The builders need to manually deploy improvements on certain tiles. You get 3 pops with each builder. Once they've built 3 things, they're gone forever. So
What happens to them, Phil? Where
you
do
need
they
to,
go?
I guess they just retire out of exhaustion. All their joints are knackered.
3 turns.
What am I going to do to Kyoto? I can build Petra if I want in 64 turns, but that's longer than my playthrough will allow. So I'm going to build a science district
Another-
in Gifu as well.
That's another one, isn't it?
Yeah, so where gives me the best science? They're all equal. They're all +1 science. Some of them better for other things as well.
Yeah.
I'd hope that I'd go in the south there. Oh, I've bought that one, have I?
I feel like you want to go in that southwest
Yeah,
tile with your district, but you've not done that.
I've not done anything.
No, exactly. You've dawdled.
This is the problem.
Got to
of
think
watching
about where
yourself
those
back.
troops are for a bit.
I invite any Civ players to just shadow
Oh,
play
look, war.
a game.
War. Leventa has declared war on the Brazilian Empire.
Nah, I wouldn't worry about it. It's just a city-state kicking off at
Interesting,
Brazil for
though.
some reason. Unless Brazil take Leventa, then it's a bit of a problem for us. But yeah, I invite any Civ players to just shadow play a game that they play and see what they make of watching your decisions back, because it's quite a frustrating
That's interesting,
experience.
isn't it? Actually,
It might make you a better player. I don't know.
I was playing Deus Ex last night and realizing how boring my way of playing Deus Ex would be for a Let's Play, because I basically explore like every corner of every room.
Right.
Like I hack every terminal, I read every ebook, every newspaper. It'd be very boring to watch, I imagine.
And that's sort of being good at Deus Ex. It's like
I
doing
guess
it
so,
the right
yeah.
way, but I don't know if people want to see that.
It's not massively entertaining to anyone but me.
I don't know if anyone caught that there, but I'm just leading the science victory now, so it's interesting. So things are on.
Didn't see it, mate.
No, it didn't happen.
No.
So things are going quite well in that regard. I'm going to fiddle with some of my policies now. So I don't want that. What do I want?
What do you
I
want?
don't want anything military, so nothing red.
No. One of them looked like it said menswear, but it probably didn't.
Okay, made a slight adjustment there in the name of
I still
science.
don't think you understand that menu.
I'm getting to grips with it, to be honest.
Are you now?
I don't give the second thought to the civics tree. I'll be completely honest about that, though.
Here are your envoys.
Yeah, right. So I've got 3 envoys in Geneva, 1 in Hattusa, and 2 in Leventa. So I'm getting some yields out of that. And I guess that's where a lot of my gold's going. I'm earning quite a lot of gold because I'm a small civilization.
You have got quite a lot of gold, haven't you?
And I don't have too many units. My gold production each turn isn't too bad. So things are set up reasonably well going into the final straight. I need to stretch my legs and extend that science lead a little bit.
Yeah.
And really make it sort of uncatchable for the likes of China. Because if I was playing into the final, the modern era, then it will all come down to the space race, and the sooner you can start that, the better. As it is, all I really need to do in 150 turns is just demonstrate that I'm on the way. And
demonstrate that you're capable.
Maybe everyone will get off my back.
Well,
then.
I was about to say, as some people have questioned in the below the line comments.
Anyway, let's see that capability put in action with this builder rather. How many times have I called builders workers?
Quite a lot.
During this Let's Play.
Every single one?
Probably every time.
Yeah.
They used to be called workers.
Yeah, but they're not now. They've unionised and they want to be called builders.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Some lovely music at the moment. It's just sort of like Irish folk music or something going on. Well,
while there's a sort of a nice natural pause, we will leave it there in this episode of the Let's Play. Join us again for my dramatic victory.
We're sort of on the final stretch, aren't we?
Hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up with this video series and more. Thank you for watching. Let us know what you thought in the comments, and we'll catch you next time. Entertainment Complex? No! What have you done that?
What you've done there is you've built a cinema.